Hi guys, welcome back. I just thought I'd put this video together to show you something that happened to me the other evening whilst I was out and about on the new permission that I've got. Now, a lot of you may have seen the last couple of videos where I've been out and about after the foxes and everything, but what I wanted to say is when it comes to shooting, especially on a new bit of ground, you need to know everything about that particular ground. You need to know where it's safe to shoot, your backstops, you need to know where all the boundary fences are, you need to know if there's any animals in the fields that you're allowed to shoot on, or neighbouring fields, footpaths, bridleways, buildings, you name it. You need to know that ground inside and out, and going around it during the day is the best way to do it. So when it comes to shooting at night, you're going to have a pretty good idea of where things are. Now a lot of us have got one of these thermal monoculars. Now this one is the Pulsar Telos XP50, which the guys at Thomas Jacks very kindly sent us to have a play with. I do have my own one as well, not one of these unfortunately. I do have my own monocular. Now depending on your budget and what you're going to use it for, monoculars can range anything from £250 up to £4,500, like I say, depending what you want, whether it's a monocular or a binocular basically. But to me these things are a must out in the field, and I'm going to show you why in a moment. I've heard of people spending a lot of money on a thermal scope and they haven't got enough left for a monocular, so they're using the thermal scope on top of the rifle, scanning around the fields looking for whatever it is that they're going to shoot. No problems at all, but there is a bit of a flaw with that, and I'll show you in a moment why. Now I was out and about after the foxes and I was set up in the bottom of the field, and this fox started coming down the top of the field through some like roughage on the edge of the field itself, and it was not running, it was just slowly making its way down to me, and I was just waiting there. The rifle was on the shooting sticks and I was gonna get ready to have a go as and when it come close enough. Now the clip that I'm going to show you is from this, so the audio will be from this as well, so I'm just going to show you the whole thing. Now the fox was coming down towards me and all of a sudden it stopped. It looked down the field and it turned and went back up into the thicker part of the brush and everything that's up on the side of the field. Now that's when I started recording. So I'm going to show you guys this clip and then I'll come back to you in a moment and show you just how important it is, I think, to have one of these. I was just watching that fox, one that's disappearing up there, wondering what spooked it, and there's somebody out in the field walking their dogs. It just goes to show having a thermal spotter with you is just, well, invaluable. It really is. You'd never have seen these people or that person walking across the field had it not been for this. I would have been too busy concentrating on that fox, wondering what spooked it. And there we go. Somebody out walking their dog. So there we go, that person walking the dog should not have been there. Now where I was stood at the bottom of the field is the public right of way. I was stood in the gateway and the public right of way literally goes alongside the gateway from the fields I'm allowed to be in to the fields that I'm not, which is the neighbouring farm next door. That person should not have been anywhere near that fox up towards the field. Now that was about 150 yards away and I had to watch them with their dogs disappear up, right up over the top, out of sight, out of mind, but it's still in the back of your mind thinking, are they going to come back? So that fox ended up disappearing next door anyway, so it was no good for me. But you are then constantly using this, scanning around thinking, are they going to come wandering back again? You know, but like I say, I know people that have got high-end scopes but they haven't got one of these, so if they were in the same situation and they see that fox get spooked, the first thing they're going to do is either swivel around on the top of the truck or shooting sticks, wherever they're shooting from, and all of a sudden you're pointing a rifle at someone. Not saying the rifle's going to be loaded, but having one of these would save all that. And like I say, I watched that person with the dogs go right out the top of the field. I was there for another half an hour, 3/4 of an hour, scanning around to see if any more foxes turn up. But I was forever pointing back up towards the top of the field to see if they ended up walking back. Like I say, you can know your ground inside and out. That doesn't mean to say everybody else does. And whether they knew they should or shouldn't be there, I don't know. But it's not the point. It goes to show how easy it can be, whilst out shooting at night, for someone to suddenly be in your field of view. So, like I say, you don't have to spend thousands of pounds on a thermal monocular. Cheap ones at £200-300 will detect someone walking across the field at a couple hundred yards away. So, safety first, guys. Get yourself a monocular, and it could save a whole lot of problems. So, I hope you enjoyed this one, guys. I just wanted to share that with you. I'm going to be out and about putting some more clips together for the next fox and rabbit videos. So, I will see you on the next one. Thanks again for watching. Take care.